Tonight on Armstrong One Wire Infinite Possibility, it is the 1A Football Championship. The Cambridge Springs Blue Devils taking on the Farrell Steelers. Chuck Stopp, Gary Patten, Stephen G. Fulmar. We're here for a good one tonight. It is going to be a cold night down here. Two teams, Stephen G., that these two teams have met earlier in the season.
Two teams that are known for offense that met earlier in the season and had quite the defensive struggle. So I don't see 40 points for each team being put up by these two squads here tonight.
Gary, we'll watch these two teams earlier in the campaign. It's a game earlier, which really Cambridge Springs could have won. They had the ball in the final few minutes of play about 3 times, turned it over.
Well, Chuck, you're right. They came out in the second half, played phenomenal ball. A whole new team. But like you say so many times, a couple of bad times, you shoot yourself in the foot. Unfortunately, cost them the game. Different story tonight. And
Cambridge Springs, of course, fell behind. They lost their last 3 during the regular season, come up with a big victory last week against Union City.
Well, I tell you what, huge victory right there, no doubt about it, Chuck, but one game at a time.
Turn
that's what you got tonight. One game at a time.
And Farrell, they're always a tough team down here from Mercer County. Stephen J.
I believe they've won 10 District 10 championships at that school. This Cambridge Springs team, I believe it was 1996 the last time they won. So looking to break some old habits tonight is this Cambridge Springs Blue Devil squad.
Okay, we'll see if the Blue Devils can do it. Stand by. We'll have the kickoff coming up very shortly. Armstrong, right here.
Armstrong would like to say thank you for your generosity and donations to our Healing Heroes initiative. With your help, we've raised the funds necessary to train 8 service dogs from Guardian Angels to be donated to area veterans suffering from disabilities such as PTSD and brain injury, among others. If you or a loved one are a qualifying veteran and would like to apply, please visit medicalservicedogs.org and click on Applications. Together, we can unleash the power of hope, the power of giving, the power to heal.
We're ready to go on Cool 101.7, 940 WGRP and Sunny 1470 in Armstrong. One Wire Infinite Possibilities. We welcome them to the broadcast for the 1A District 10 Championship as the Blue Devils will tee it up.
Once again, welcome aboard, everybody in Radio Land. Also, Armstrong Cable going to be playing this back Tuesday, 8 o'clock, Thursday, 3:30 in the afternoon, and anytime, 24/7 on your YouTube channel.
This is WMVL, Lionsville, Meadville. WGRP, Greenville. WLOA, Farrell, Youngstown. 2 back deep for Farrell to receive. And we are ready to go.
Don't forget, we're going to be back here once again Saturday night for more playoff action.
Yes, it'll be the Meadville Bulldogs taking on Grove City for the 5A District 10 Championship.
Blue Devils teeing it up. Seconds away from kickoff to get this game underway.
They're in the dark pants, white jerseys, dark helmets. And for the Farrell Steelers, dark uniforms, yellow numerals, black helmets, and this contest is underway low onto the ground. Grabbed it about the 27-yard line, across the 30, up the middle of the field, across the 35, and out to about the 37-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Farrell Steelers, and on the return was Thomas. Spot that ball right at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, good field position, no doubt about it, for the Farrell Steelers. 1st and 10. This game underway from Greenville High School, of course, in Greenville, Pennsylvania. Right here on Cool 101.7 FM.
Clark doing the quarterback. They'll come up in an I formation. Pair of wideouts to the left, one to the right. And then Clark backs off as he's under center. Looks at the sideline. And here is the first play from scrimmage. Man in motion. He'll hand the ball off to the first man through. He's up over the 40, 41-yard line and chopped down right there on that quick hitter, right straight up the gut.
Ferris in on the tackle for Cambridge Springs.
Amir Green on the carry.
Picked up about 3. 2nd and 7 for the Farrell Steelers. Just underway, 11:31 and running on the clock. Chilly night, but clear.
Ball at the 42-yard line as they break the huddle. They'll spread it out again. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Clark this time goes to the tailback out of the I formation, right tackle, and he is stopped after a minimal gain, in the Blue Devils defense is there for the second play in a row as they stop Christian Lewis.
Kingsley in there, the big guy, 75.
And he has the ball to the 44-yard line.
Assisted by a slew of Blue Devils to bring him.
3rd down and 5 at the 44-yard line as Farrell's moving right to left. See if the Blue Devils can stop him on 3rd down, as now they'll go into the shotgun. Back there with the quarterback, Amir Green, to his right. 4 wideouts, 2 right, 2 left. We wait for the snap. Man in motion once again. And that is Townsend back. Flares it out in the right wing, and that ball is going to be caught over there by Townsend. Townsend, midfield, 45, and down to the 44-yard line and out of bounds, and a first down for the Farrell Steelers, just like that.
Well executed, great call. Like I said, he was wide open downfield. Got the first down and then some. Ball placed at the 44. 1st and 10 Farrell, 10:28 on the clock. First quarter action once again from Greenville High School on Cool 101.7 FM and Armstrong Cable.
And that was a pickup of 12 yards. Run this hash mark to the right. Townsend split to the near side of the field. Wide out, 2 to the right. Man in motion once again. Fake it to him. Back pass. Looks at the motion man. Grabs the ball. Lewis, 40. Cambridge Springs, 35-yard line. And then they lost it away. Lewis has got it. Spins around and stopped. Right about at the 30-yard line. That'll be another first down.
Boy, a little roll out there, pass.
Lewis.
Boy, 3 missed tackles. He advanced all the way to the 30. Ball placed at the 30. 1st and 10, Farrell.
That's a gain of 14 yards, making it look easy so far, Big Air.
Yes, they are.
Harper is split to the right side of the field. Lewis goes into the slot. Split out to the near side of the field. That's Rollins. As they go back into the shotgun. Clark waits for the snap. Man in motion, bobbles it. Then he's going to keep it himself. He's to the 30, turns the corner. Cambridge 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Steelers.
Wow.
Quarterback keeper by Clark, and he has the speed. He turned the left corner. Gone for the TD.
Just like that, 9:47 on the clock, 6-0, Farrell Steelers.
He runs 30 yards and will go for the PAT. Goalpost left.
What could have been a broken play, bobble the ball, regroup, cut up the sideline, 2 nice blocks. He was off and running right down the sideline for an easy 6.
Hilton for the kick. Straight on kicker. Not the soccer style kicker.
Snap.
Ball set down. The kick is up. It's a booming kick. It is no good. It is no good. Timeout on the field. The score. Farrell 6. Cambridge brings nothing on Cool and Armstrong. Hilton will kick it away with Farrell up 6-0. Nice kick. Back and taking it about the 16-yard line. Far side field.
Got some running room.
Going across the 40, 45.
Still going. Look at this.
Field to the 45, to the 40 of Farrell. Then he's going to be dragged down at the 42-yard line. What a great return by the Cambridge Springs Blue Devils.
Carter Babb.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it's number. Yeah, it is Carter.
Yep.
He'll bring the ball to the Cambridge. Farrell, 40. Oh, they're going to say 30, down to the 37-yard line.
37 it is, Chuck. 1st and 10, Blue Devils. Great field position on what it was a great return by Carter Babbs. But the Blue Devils are down 6-0. 9:34 first quarter. Plenty of time to go.
And they'll move now from left to right. Noah Reisenauer doing the quarterbacking. In the shotgun, low snap, gets it, hands that ball right off to Babb, and he runs into a wall at the 35-yard line. There was a fumble, and let's see who's got the ball. Farrell says they have the ball. Officials say they do. That's not a very good way for the Cambridge Springs offense to start off, Gary.
No, on what was a great return on special teams. Now you're right back to defense. You're down 6-0.
Ball at the 37-yard line.
One play and you cough it up. So the ball right back to the 37, 1st and 10, but it's for the Farrell Steelers. 9:25 first quarter action. Cool 101.7 FM and Armstrong Cable.
Split to the near side of the field is Rollins. Pair of wideouts to the right. They'll come up in an I formation. Isaac Clark doing the quarterbacking. In that eye, man in motion. Go to that tail man, and this is slipping to the outside.
Room.
40, 50, 40, 30, 20, far side of the field. End zone touchdown.
Just like that.
Farrell.
Unbelievable. 12-0.
Talk about the speed. Gone all the way. Clark takes it the distance.
Great blocking on the right side. A huge hole. Turned on the Jets. Never looked back. 12-0. 9-14 first quarter. The Blue Devil fans are shocked.
Well, they got one play from scrimmage. Two plays fumbled it away. And once again, PAT by Hilton. Goalpost to the left. He missed the first one. Ball set down. This kick is up. This kick, it is good. Timeout on the field. It is 13 for Farrell, nothing for Cambridge Springs. We'll be back right after a 60-second timeout. And the Steelers kick it away with a 13-0 lead right on the ground. Hops over the short man, ends up going out of bounds.
He touched it. He touched it.
Flag will go down.
He touched it. He touched that.
And some of the coaches up here saying that the Blue Devil player touched that ball, but flag went down. Officials said it did not. It went out of bounds, out being touched.
And you got 7 officials. We talked about that in the last game.
Illegal procedure called against Farrell. First down. Ball to be spotted at the 35-yard line. All of the Blue Devils.
But Farrell's up right now, 13-0. That took 33 seconds, Chuck. They went from 6-zip to 13-zip. So the Blue Devils, with their back to the wall, got to regroup and regroup quick.
Well, they had a great return on the kickoff the last time, then fumbled it away, and Farrell took advantage of that one more time. Rising our hands the ball off, little counter this time, getting around the right side, 40. Spinning off a tackle and clear up for a first down to the 48-yard line. Great run by Taylor, and let's send it back down to Stephen G.
Well, guys, remember last week, Cambridge Springs came out very slow against Union City again. The problem is against a fast Farrell team, they can't afford to do that here tonight. Last week against Union City, they came out sleepwalking. Union City punched them in the mouth. We're seeing the same thing tonight from these Farrell Steelers.
Sideline reporting presented by the Richard Pitts Agency, and we're back on 13-yard gain by Taylor, and it's 1st and 10 for Cambridge. Brings down 13-0 early. Run at hash mark to the left, out of the shotgun for Eisenhower. Long count, backhand the ball, fake handed off, another fumble on the play. I thought they was going to give it to Babb, but no. The motion man got the ball, and falling on it was Schultz for Cambridge Springs at the 48-49 yard line. Almost another disaster there, Gary.
Yeah, you got that right. They actually managed to get a yard out of it. 2nd and 9.
Well, they better start holding on to that football. It's going to be a long night for the Blue Devils. Clock shows 8 minutes to go on a running clock.
Yeah, they need to keep the ball away from the Steelers.
Boylan split to the near side. That is Garrett. Tight end to the left. Pair of wings. Fake it. Eisenhower's got it. 45 and down and close to a first down, and may have it right at the first down marker around the 41-42 yard line. The fake and then the quarterback kept it.
There's a flag down, Chuck.
Okay, well, we'll wait for that.
Right in the holding zone. If chain gang was moving.
So we're going to have to find this. Well, the one official's going out trying to straighten this first down marker.
Well, it was 2nd and 9. Well, it's against Cambridge Springs.
And what are we going to have? It's going against the Devils, we know that. Just when they looked like they had things going again, they already fumbled and lost, and that turned into a touchdown. Stephen G., what do we have down there?
Again, guys, we talked about this some last week. In playoff games, there's 7 officials as opposed to 5 during the regular season. They see a lot more. We talked about this in the Meadville game. what happens is you can't block at the first level if you're a receiver coming down the line. It's considered a chop block. That's what we're seeing. It doesn't get seen during the regular season because there aren't enough officials, guys.
Okay, thank you, Stephen G. Rising there to pass, flushed out of the pocket, runs to the near side of the field, unloads, intercepted by Lewis. Lewis at midfield, cuts across the field and down at the Farrell 49-yard line, and we're not off to a good start here, Big Gare.
No, I tell you what, he was looking for Taylor downfield, ball underthrown. Boy, one of the Steelers just jumped up, snagged it, went towards midfield to return it, got brought down, but man, the ball's right at the 49. Here you go again, 1st and 10, Farrell Steelers. They're already up 13-0, 7:23 first quarter, and they've got the ball back on 2 turnovers already by the Blue Devils.
7:23 remains in the first period, already 13-0, and Farrell has the ball back at midfield. Man in motion, and that is Townsend. The ball is right side, turn the corner once again. Here goes Lewis down the far side, 40, 30, and out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. And the speed of this Farrell Ball Club, too much for Cambridge Springs right now. They can't get over and cover him.
Boy, I tell you what, just great blocking on the offensive line. And you're right, Chuck, the quickness paying off right now for the Steelers. Right out of the chute, boy.
Ball ends up clear down at the Cambridge Springs 28-yard line.
1st and 10 Steelers.
Give them another 21-yard gain. They'll come up in the I formation, wide out to the left. Wide out to the right, slot man to the left, and Townsend. Clark doing the quarterbacking. Goes back, goes to the tailback. Head down, jumps over one would-be tackler inside the 25. He'll go clear down to the 23-yard line. That's Tymier Green on the carry that time.
Yeah, right up the chute right there by the center and the right guard. Picked up about 5. 2nd and 5 for the Steelers.
And the beat goes on.
Boy, looking good here in the first quarter, no doubt about it.
We're not even halfway through the first period, already 13-0, and they're on the move one more time. Into the lineup, Elijah Harper, he is split to the right, slot man to the right, and Townsend. Tight end to the left out of the I formation. Behind the center is the quarterback. Clark sends a man in motion. Townsend going to give it to him. Trying to sweep left and breaks through to the 20, to the 15, to the 10. Sent out of bounds around the 5-yard line. A great run that time. Jordan Townsend. Big pickup there. Yep.
Another first down, 1st and goal for the Steelers.
Ball will be spotted right at the 5-yard line.
6:27 on the clock.
That is a gain of 18 yards. 1st and goal to go, 6:27 to go. Clock stopped. The out of bounds play. They're quickly back to the line of scrimmage. In the I formation once again. Handed off, first man through, trying to get in there, can't make it in. He is stopped Green. Running over left tackle.
Managed to pick up a couple. 2nd and goal for Farrell.
So they'll come back and have a 2nd down and goal to go.
Ball placed at the 3.
As they break the huddle. Set up.
6 minutes, halfway through first quarter.
Tailback is Lewis. Front of him is Green. Clark the quarterback behind center. Clark waits for the snap. Had some movement there. Nothing. Went down to give it to Green. Straight ahead. Staggered to the end zone. Touchdown. Over the left side. And not very good here for the Blue Devil defense. Boy, they can't stop them at all.
19-0. 5:44 on the clock. So we get ready for the point after.
2 turnovers by Cambridge Springs. 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's how you catch
Plus the one on the opening drive. And they have 3 touchdowns right off of the bat.
Fumble and interception.
For the PAT. Now for the point after touchdown. Goal post to the left. 5:44 to go in the period.
Timeout's been taken by the Farrell Steelers. That's their first timeout.
We'll take out a timeout on cool and be right back with Stephen G. We'll take a 30-second pause. Sideline reporting brought to you by the Richard Pitts Agency. When you think insurance, and here's Stephen G. Fulmar.
All right, guys, early here in the first quarter, 2 observations. Farrell has committed to running the ball. Now, they started off the game. Coach Samuels talked before the game that they typically go 60 to 40 pass to run. They came out in this game committed to the run. On top of that, you see they've been able to adapt and run to the outside. They tried running up the middle early on, didn't have success. Now they're using that team speed to get themselves to the outside, guys.
Okay, thank you, Stephen G. And already 173 yards, averaging 15.7 yards per play. As now they go for the extra 2-point conversion and to the end zone, and in for the extra 2-point conversion is Green once again as they spread out that offense. Stephen G, tell us about that.
That's what we talk about. We see it a lot. Allegheny does it in our broadcast. It's the muddle huddle. What they do is put the offensive line over to one side. They're looking for a specific look, and obviously they got it. They tried to run. A great play by number 9 there for Cambridge. Keeps him out of the end zone. Something else I saw on that last drive, Cambridge made the adjustment to bring their safeties up to the outside. The problem is when the runner's cutting back to the inside, the linebackers aren't filling, and that team speed's just killing them right now.
Okay, thank you, Stephen G. And it is 19-0 Big Air.
Well, I tell you what, here we go. They're getting ready to kick off. Maybe something on special teams can help out the Blue Devils. Had a nice return earlier. Unfortunately, right now in this game, 2 turnovers, very costly for the Blue Devils. Teeing up the ball, number 12 for Farrell. That is Hilton.
Cambridge once again putting 3 guys deep here, fellas.
That they are. Here we go. Kickoff is away on the ground once again. Up man grabs it at the 30. Trying to get out of bounds. He does. He couldn't go anyplace. He is well covered, taken out of bounds, and that was Henderson for Cambridge. Brings 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. They got to hang on to the ball. Interception and a fumble already, Gary.
Yep, and I tell you what, once again, right here, you got decent field position. Your ball, it looks like it's going to be placed at the 33, 34. As they finally set it down, 1st and 10, but you're right, they got to hold on to the ball. Down right now, 19-0. Here we are, 5:40 first quarter. Definitely momentum over to Farrell, no doubt about that right now.
Wide out to the left as the Devils come up. Noah Reisenauer doing the quarterback. So far in the ball game, they have 14 yards. And this is going to be handed off to Schultz, it looks like, and he is hit hard and dropped right at the 35-yard line. No place to run up the middle. They bring him down in a hurry, Gary.
Might have got a yard. Let's see if they slide it at the 35. And they do. 2nd and 9 for the Blue Devils. Now you got some big guys down there for Farrell. They got a big line right there.
One of them's number 55 in there.
57, I remember him from the last time.
Joel Harrison, a senior, 5'10", 258.
Yes.
Reisenauer out of the shotgun, will drop pass, sets up, he hit from the, he fumbled the ball. It's loose on the ground, picked up by the Steelers, and they got it again. My goodness, 3 turnovers here in the first period.
And a half a quarter.
That'll be the 2nd fumble of the game.
Boy, that gives Farrell excellent field position. Ball, what,
27-yard line?
27, you're right. 1st and 10 Steelers.
My goodness. So the Blue Devils find themselves deep in a hole here. So here come the Farrell Steelers running with the ball. Tucks it away, 25-20 around the corner. Townsend will take the ball out of bounds down around the 20-yard line.
Falling his block and they pull the guards. Great call right there. Farrell knows how to run that ball and run it good.
That they do.
Stops the clock at 4:46, goes out of bounds. Once again, 19-0 if you're just tuning in. All Farrell Steelers here in the first quarter from Greenville High School on Cool 101.7 FM and, of course, Armstrong Cable. 2nd and 3 for Farrell.
Now in the shotgun goes Isaac Clark. To his left is Lewis. High snap, pull down.
Flag
Give the
down.
ball to Lewis. In trouble as the flag is down.
I had some movement. We'll wait for the call.
So we had some movement against Steelers, and that's going to cost them.
See what they do. They would have lost. I think they're declining. Yeah, they would be smart to decline. They lost, and
So we'll see what they're going to do.
why take the penalty?
Motion, that's going to be declined. Farrell.
24.
And that'll bring up
So they lost
third down because of the loss.
Right.
Loss takes them back to the 24-yard line.
penalty, so it'll be third down and about 7.
So they lost about 4 on that. Once you got third and about 7, it looks like. Yep.
Back into the shotgun goes Clark. He looks over to the sidelines to his coach, Samuels. 4:27 to go. First period, it's 19-0, and the Steelers with the ball again. Looks up straight over the middle of the end zone. Townsend got it. It is a touchdown. Yes, he got it.
What a catch.
Straight over the middle, leaned out to grab that and pull it in, Stephen G.
Guys, that was highlight reel right there. Hopefully those guys from the tweet files got a copy of that, because that was just a fantastic, completely laid out one-armed grab there, and that's why Townsend's one of the best receivers in District 10.
Good for 24 yards out, and this is getting a blowout in the first period. Big air.
I tell you what, 25-0, a spectacular catch, no doubt about it, Stephen G, even from up here in the press box, as we get ready for the point after.
Brian Hilton Jr. for the PAT. Goal post to the left. Ball set down. Kick is on its way. High enough, far ball, and it is no good. Off to the right. Timeout on the field. The score. Farrell 25. Cambridge brings nothing on Cool. 101.7, 940. WGRP and Sunny 1470, and Armstrong back in 30. Chuck Stopp, Gary Patten, Stephen G. Fulmar back down to the sideline. Stephen G.
All right, guys, of course, that was Jordan Townsend with that fantastic catch in the end zone. Now, coming into tonight, Townsend needed just 157 yards receiving tonight to become the District 10 all-time single-season receiving leader. Guys, last time they met, 3 catches, 7 yards.
Yeah.
He passed that on that first catch here tonight.
Sideline reporting brought to you by the Richard Pitts Agency. Short kick grabbed right up front by the Doolittle, and that was nailed by Alex Wheeler. A little pooch tip that time. Didn't go
Also
very.
does some kicking for him, but boy, tell you what, great field position.
Yeah, they've had it before. Can't take advantage.
No, they can't
They'll have
hold
the
on to
ball
the
at their
ball.
own 49-yard line.
I mean, 3 turnovers.
All turned into touchdowns.
5.5 minutes. That is pretty
4:15 to go, first period.
3 plays, 27 yards, and 28 seconds. Cambridge Springs going to be a little bit sheltered.
All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 Cambridge Springs. They haven't ran through a series yet in this ball game. Turnovers. Stick that ball right into the gut, and here it goes once again. It is going to be good running into Farrell territory. 45 down to the 45 to the 40-yard line, maybe to the 39. Goes Schultz.
Picked up a first down. That'll be the second one, but the important thing is he held on to the ball.
He did do that.
Yes, he did. 4:05 and running. If you're just tuning in, it's 25-0 Farrell.
Good gain of 12 yards that by Schultz. They'll spread it out. Taylor wide to the left, Bolin wide to the left. Taylor in the slot to the left, White out to the near side of the field. That's Garrett Boylan, and we had some movement as the Blue Devils come up in the shotgun. Illegal procedure against Cambridge Springs, cost them 5.
The last thing they need.
Touchdown catch, his 19th of the season.
So they're now back to the 44-yard line, and it's first down, but 15 yards to go for the first down. Same formation once again. Boylan wide left. Taylor into the slot to the left. Tight into the right. White out to the near side of the field. And this is a shotgun head out to Babb. Babb nailed right at the 45-yard line, and there is a flag down at the 43-yard line. Wait till they shift this one out. And once again, that same old thing, a legal block. Here you again, Stephen G.
Chop block.
Yeah, guys, that's the benefit. They have better coverage with 7 referees as opposed to 5. But when we talk to Coach Ray Collins from Meadville, he says they're going to see a lot more things that you don't necessarily see with just a 5-man crew.
Well, you got 2 more sets of eyes. You're absolutely right, and that's going to cost the Blue Devils another 15 yards. They've had 3 penalties for 35 yards.
Clear back to their 41-yard line, Gary, and they can do nothing right tonight in Greenville.
No. 3 big penalties here.
Still 3:24 to go in the first period. 25-zip. Reisenauer sets him up in the shotgun. 2 backs back there with him. Hand this ball off once again. And Schultz right tackle stop at the 41-yard line. Be no gain.
Big guy right there. Hilton, number 57 again. A junior, 6'4", 255. One of the big guys there for the Farrell Steelers. He'll be back next year.
There'll be no gain on the play. Make it 2nd down and 30. As they huddle back at their own 30-yard line. Blue Devils back to the line of scrimmage, and they have to be totally shocked here, Gary.
Oh, absolutely. No doubt about it. When you're down 25-0 first quarter, you can't let it get to you. You got to regroup.
Out of that shotgun for Reisenauer. And fake handoff, kept it himself, and Reisenauer gets out to the 45-yard line. He'll pick up 4. Long way to go on 3rd down.
Yeah, they got to get up to the 29-yard line. Long way to go.
Farrell, yeah. Ball at their own 45. Clock continues to run, 2:14 to go. This has been the longest series so far for the Blue Devils. Here they are, back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down.
Wide out to the left.
3rd and
We'll
26.
go Garrett Boylan in the shotgun. Babb back there with the quarterback. Reisenauer back to pass. Here comes the rush. Better get rid of it. He hit as he throws the ball. It's a wobbly duck, and it is incomplete. Just as he was coming forward, he got hit.
Yep. Ball flies up in the air, comes down. Incomplete pass, 4th down and 26. Minute 46 on the clock. Obviously a punt situation.
Steelers will get it back in every possession tonight. They have scored on 3 turnovers by the Blue Devils. Action coming your way tonight from Greenville High School. This is the District 10 Championship in Class A.
Snap.
And they get it out of there.
Nice kick.
Sailor. Townsend.
They fumbled the ball.
It's loose. The battle's on. He goes after and he's able to cover it up, but clear back at about the 16-yard line. And this will be the farthest back. They've been in their territory all night long. Shouldn't say all night. It's still the first period, Gary.
Yeah, that it is. A minute 36 remaining here in the first quarter. Steelers take over, but they're up right now 25-0.
Stand in front of me, lady.
Ball placed at the 16.
Back on offense.
Here we go. 1st and 10. Clark will bring him up in the shotgun. Back there with him, of course, is Lewis. No, not this time. They put 22 back there with him, Green. Amir Green. Long count.
Yep.
Gets a snap. Goes back. He will pass. Got all kinds of time. He's going deep. Got a man down there. That ball is caught by Lewis. Clear down to the Cambridge Springs 38-yard line. And they could do nothing wrong, Big Air.
Boy, I tell you what a pass, what a catch.
What about that catch, Stephen G?
Guys, and you can't really take anything away from the Cambridge Springs DBs. They're in position. This is just throws that are put up there and allowing the receivers to go get them, which is what they're doing right now for Farrell.
Farrell firing on all cylinders tonight.
No doubt about that. Out of the eye now. His quarterback under center. Gonna hand that ball off once again.
Flags down, hold everything. Stops the clock in a minute 12 with the penalty. Gonna march Farrell back 5 yards.
Previous play won 44 yards.
What a pass. Yet good coverage by the Blue Devils. It was just jumped up Out jumped him and brought it down. Great catch.
84 yards rushing, 58
So,
receiving, touchdown.
ball back to the 45. Going to be first down and 15 for the Farrell Steelers. This time running to the left, wants to get the corner. He's got, here goes Lewis, 25, through down to the 30-yard line, and that is close to another first down. Picks up just about 15 yards on that play.
Chase Schultz finally brings him down, number 33 for Cambridge.
What a first quarter for them. 55 seconds to go.
And another first down.
Yeah, picks up those 30 yards.
I've got him for
15
6 already here. Less than a minute left, first quarter, all Steelers. Needless to say.
Yes. Tymier Green back with the quarterback. They are in the shotgun as they stand up, look over to their coach. Here it's Samuels. Clark now waits for the snap. He's going to hand that ball off once again. Here goes Green. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Breaks a tackle. Dives to the end zone. And it is he's down about a foot away from the end zone. And so, another big chunk of real estate picked up that time.
5 missed tackles, I counted.
He is to the Cambridge Springs 1-yard line. 29-yard gallop.
First and goal, Steelers.
Already 296 yards for Farrell in the first period, Gary.
Quarterback keeper. Did he get
the end
across?
zone, that's he is.
No indication yet.
Waiting for the indication. They'll unpack him. And I guess he didn't make it, Gary.
Slew of players, awful close.
But he's not into the end zone.
Second and goal for Farrell. No huddle offense. They go right back to the line. 20 seconds and running.
Trying to
first
punch
quarter.
it in here.
Looking back, getting a call from the coach.
Now he's under center, is the quarterback.
Clock running down.
He's letting it run.
He's letting the clock run out, maybe not.
Gets the snap, goes back, hand the ball off, spinning, turning flag down. And this will go against Farrell.
2 seconds remaining.
Move it back to about the 5.5-yard line here.
So they'll pick it up in
this first quarter.
And they step it off and take the ball over the 5-yard line by a few inches, Gary.
Clock starts back up. That'll do the first quarter.
We'll take a timeout on Cool and also 9:40 and 14:70. Be right back. 30 seconds to score. 25-0 Farrell over Cambridge Springs. Change sides of the field, and now it'll be a second down and 6. Out of the I formation, quarterback behind center, flips that ball out this time. Green spinning and turning to the end zone as he in. They stopped him again. But he's right close to the goal line one more time.
Third down and goal. Let's see where they spot the ball. Try to sweep to the left side.
No, they'll put the ball down to about the 1-yard line. Knows the football right at the 1-yard line. So he picks up 5 more yards. Now they'll be back into the shotgun one more time. Green back there with the quarterback. Pair of wideouts right, one to the left. Back to pass. Looks right all the way to the end zone. Tipped away, caught, and it is a touchdown to Townsend one more time. Thought it looked like almost the Cambridge defender tipped that ball.
He did, but it went
out of the air.
went right into the hands of the Steelers. Right there in the corner. Tack on 6 more. Farrell Steelers 31. Blue Devils yet to score.
What about that one, Stephen G?
Guys, that one there, that should have been 6 points the other way. Reisenauer had his eyes on that the entire time. He scored before he caught it. Townsend, one of the top receivers in District 10, makes the touchdown, extends the lead to 31
They'll
points.
throw for the extra 2-point conversion, and it is caught. It is caught by number 9. And that is going to be Elijah Harper.
So make it 33-0.
Let's head down to the sidelines, and Stephen G. Fulmar, brought to you by the Richard Pitts Agency.
All right, guys, a lot of frustration being shown now by this Cambridge Springs team. Reisenauer coming off there. He thought he had the interception. obviously very frustrated. This has really got to be a kick after as well as Cambridge Springs team played against Farrell in their first matchup. Just not seeing it here in the first 14 minutes of this one.
Okay, thank you, Stephen G. Fulmar. 11:15 to go in this first half, and wow.
Stephen G's right. If he'd have stepped in front of that and caught it, he had nothing but
field. Yeah, he just tipped it, went right into the hands of Townsend for the TD.
Yeah, but if he'd have caught it, he had nothing but open field in front of him. He'd have been gone.
Up this side of the field.
But would have, could have, should have, didn't happen. So it's 33-0, 11:15 remaining here in the second quarter. Long way to go.
But a long ways to come back if you're a Blue Devil fan. And they will kick it away.
A couple years ago, looks like his record didn't last.
And the kickoff, it is away.
Nice kick.
Back pedaling at the 10-yard line. Taylor crossed the 15, 20, stutter stepped out to the 25 to the close to the 30-yard line, and he will be brought down. Jared Taylor on the return, out to the Blue Devil 30-yard line, 1st and 10.
So decent field position.
They basically had that all night, Gary.
Yes, they have. Unfortunately, it's the turnovers.
Well, 11:06 remaining here, and it is a 33-0 with Farrell 302 yards. Cambridge brings 32 yards. And here we go, 1st and 10. When you're this far back, Big Air, time to they go to the ground, but they're going to hand that ball to Schultz, and Schultz stacked up immediately. No place to go, Gary.
Well, you got to give Farrell credit. I mean, they're playing great football right now, offense and defense. Yeah, what do you do if you're a Blue Devil? You got to regroup, as Stephen G said. Easier said than done.
It's a loss of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 11 at the Blue Devil 29-yard line, moving right to left. Boylan split to the near side of the field. Garrett Boylan goes far right, slot man to the right, and they're in the shotgun. 2 backs back there with the quarterback. Reisenauer is going to keep it this time. Needs some blocking to turn the corner. Up across the 35. He's to the 40. First down. 45, and he's out to midfield on the fake, and then he's swept to the right. Good running by Noah Reisenauer. He's done it all year long, through the year, and with his feet on the ground. The ball will be at the 49-yard line of Cambridge Springs.
Nice scamper right there, absolutely.
Good for 20 yards.
And a 1st down keeps the drive alive.
Well, they just get on the scoreboard, get a little confidence, Gary.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just keep the ball. They want to keep the ball away from Farrell.
Break that all. Yeah, they got to keep it in their possession, a long sustained drive.
Absolutely.
That's what they got to do. Babb's back there with the quarterback, Carter Babb. Reisenauer, fake handoff. This time it's going to go to Taylor. He maybe picked up 2 yards, close to the 49-yard line. From the 49-yard line of the Blue Devils to the 48.5-yard line of Farrell.
Hilton in on the tackle once again for Farrell. Managed to pick up a couple of yards. 2nd and 7 for the Blue Devils.
Pair of whiteouts, Taylor in the slot to the near side of the field or the left side of the offense of Cambridge Springs. Reisenauer going to keep it this time. Following Babbs up the line, and he gets close to the 45-yard line and pushed back strong, but he is right behind Carter Babb.
Trying to follow that block in, trying to get something going. Ball up to the 45, as you said. 3rd down and about 4.
See if the Blue Devils can get another 1st down. The ball game, I have them for 3, but Farrell with 11 already. What's your stats say, Big Air?
Harrison coming in for Hilton here on 3rd down.
And it will be a 3rd down and about 4 to go for Cambridge Springs.
Yep, Blue Devils got 3 1st downs.
Pair of whiteout go far to the right. This side of the field is Boylan. That's Zach. Garrett to the far side. Taylor in the slot to that side. And it will be the shotgun again. And the kind of this time goes off to Carter Babb, and he's close to a 1st down, but comes up a little bit short.
Yeah, looks like a ball, what, the 43 maybe?
Ran off to the right side. And he is stopped about 2 yards maybe short of that 1st down.
Yep, 4th and about 2, you're right.
The ball at the 43-yard line of Farrell.
Clock running at 8:35, 2nd quarter.
4th and a couple, and you're going to go for it, down by this many. 8.5 to go, 1st half. Schultz in the backfield along with Babb. Each side of the quarterback. He's going to keep it himself, and he is going to get a first down. Diving forward, following his blocker once again, and he'll have the ball. Just enough for that first down for the Blue Devils.
So that keeps the drive alive. Another set of downs. 8:20 on the clock. Chain gang moves.
Ball at the Farrell 41-yard line.
Springs trying to get on the scoreboard. Down right now 33-0.
As they huddle back at midfield. The winner of this ball game goes into the state tournament next week, and the loser goes home and thinks about basketball.
Break out the round
wrestling.
ball.
Zach Boyle to the near side. Garrett Boyle on the far side. Into the slot goes Taylor. Into the shotgun, back to pass. Looking, throws left all the way. Picked, almost picked again. Incomplete underthrow, and looked like 55 almost picked that one off.
52 couldn't quite hold on to it, it looks like.
Yep. Purdy Vinson almost with a pick.
Boy, kind of fell right in his lap. I think he was stunned. They couldn't hold on to it. Dropped the ball.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10. Stops the clock at 7:51 on the incomplete pass.
And the Blue Devils back to the line of scrimmage. Spread it out one more time. Farrell with that 4-man front, back to pass. Looks right, unloads, and sliding catch. It's completed at the 35-yard line. Coming in that time, let's see who caught that ball. Was that Taylor again?
That'll be a 6-yard pickup.
See, yes, it was Taylor with the catch. He had to go to the top of the turf to pull that one in, Gary.
Yeah, ball placed at the 35. Good catch. 3rd and 4. I got that for their first completion.
That's good for 6. 3rd and 4 as they're back to the line of scrimmage, trailing 33-0. We've already had 3 turnovers, all turned into touchdowns by the Steelers. This time it's going to go to
first down.
Breaking tackles, 30-25, and down to maybe the 21 or the 22-yard line by Carter Babb, getting up a little bit slowly on that one there. But another first down for Cambridge Springs.
One of the Steelers go and help them up. Good sportsmanship. Timeout has been taken.
We'll take a timeout and cool with 7:04 to go. 33-0. We'll take a 30-second pause. 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. Run at hash mark to the right.
See what happens.
Shotgun once again for Noah Reisenauer. Having a great season on the ground through the air. He will pass. Looks left. Now he's going to run with the ball. 25, 20. He is down inside the 15-yard line. He is brought down and close to another first down for the Blue Devils.
He got drilled, though.
Actually, a couple of Farrell players ran into each other. Big hit there.
So that ball is spotted back at about the 13-yard line of Farrell. Nice sustained drive, but as Stephen G. said, taking a lot of time off of the clock when you're down 33-0. He gained 9 yards.
Yeah, nice run right there. 2nd and 1.
They continue to huddle. Taking all the time. Slowly they'll come out of the huddle once again.
We talk about that so many times, don't we, Chuck?
Oh, yes.
We watch the Eagles play. They never huddle.
Reisenauer looking to convert on 2nd and 1. Schultz he's got a first down as he dives over the right side, down close to the 10-yard line. Schultz, a nice little opening over that side, and he is able to take it down there and get that first down. The ball is set right now just over the 10-yard line. Oh, they're spotted at the 11. So
another set of downs halfway through the 2nd quarter.
Blue Devils trying to get on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. Watched Farrell roll up 33 in the first quarter. Split it up once more time with the wideouts, and this time in trouble in the backfield. As Schultz is going, he's going to lose yardage that time, trying to run along the left side of the line, but nothing there, Big Gary.
Boy, good read there by the Farrell Steelers defense. Sims right there, 58. He was in the backfield when the ball was handed off. So
looks like it's almost back to the 14-yard line.
They got 2-yard loss on that.
So it's going to be 2nd down, about 13 yards to go for the first down as they break the huddle.
Green coming out of the game, number 22 for
Zach
Farrell.
Boylan split to the near side of the field. Garrett Boylan the far side with Taylor in the slot to the right. Out of that shotgun. And keeper this time, quarterback rising there, trying to get outside, breaks a tackle to the 10 and out of bounds around the 9-yard line. Good fake that time. Kept it himself, did quarterback Noah Reisenauer.
Did a good job drawing him in, but he finally tried to get around to the side. There were two Steelers right there. Finally took him out of bounds.
Right at about the 9-yard line is where we're going to say he's out of bounds.
And he got about a 4-yard gain then. Third, and 8.
Now in 8 for the Blue Devils at the Farrell 9-yard line under 5 minutes.
Here they go with 4:56 on a running clock here in the second quarter. 3rd down and 8 as they break the huddle. Spread it out once again. The Boylans are split on each side. Out of the shotgun for Reisenauer. Waits for the snap. Fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and dives to the right side, and not much running room there. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, Gary, on that one there.
Tried to go off a right tackle there.
And he is stopped right at about the 8-yard line.
What, do you get a yard out of it?
That's about all I'd say, Gary.
Another timeout has been taken on the field.
But here it is, all Steelers, 302 yards. Cambridge brings 94. Rushing 207 Farrell. Cambridge brings in with a total of 88.
Boy, they need
back
to
to pass. Reisenauer keeps himself a little draw up the middle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to the end zone. It is a touchdown, Blue Devils. Reisenauer looked like a little draw that time. Draw back and then took her up the middle. Stephen G.
Yeah, guys, I don't know that they've given him the touchdown here yet.
Well, I thought the arms went up.
One of the referees indicated from the far side.
Okay, now they have given it to him. But the thing is, they could have got the first down, so that would have been first and goal regardless. But again, Cambridge Springs slowly working themselves down the field. I'm not going to say they're back in this game yet, but they're giving themselves the opportunity. Just need to speed this offense up.
Okay, thank you, Stephen G. Sideline reporting presented by the Richard Pitts Agency. Now they go Alex Wheeler for the PAT. Goal post to the left. Try to make it a 7-pointer here up, and this one is good. So there is a timeout on the field, and the Blue Devil fans across the way have something to cheer about. The score, it is Farrell 33, Cambridge Springs 7. Back after this 60-second timeout on Cool. And the Blue Devils kick it away. Trenton Wheeler, right side of the field. And it is going to be returned up across the 10, losing ground, back to about the 8, off of one tackle, but down to the 10-yard line. It was good coverage by the Blue Devils, Stephen G.
Guys, finally some signs of life from this Cambridge Springs team. Some of the fans down here from Farrell want to see how their team's going to react now. Now Cambridge Springs obviously has got the offense going a little bit. Now they want to see if this defense can shut down Farrell a little bit, show some signs of life as well, guys.
Well, Farrell pinned back at their own 11-yard line, first and 10. 33-7, Farrell.
Farrell goes right to the line. No huddle offense. 4:22 remaining here in the first half.
And they'll come up in that I formation. Clark behind center, Manny in motion, Townsend. He'll go back, pitch that ball to the tailback, getting her around the corner, and here comes Lewis, and Lewis over the 15 and out close to the 20, maybe 21, 22-yard line. And that's going to be a first down on the very first play.
You'll take that all night long.
Ball at the Farrell 22-yard line. Gains 11, Big Air.
Yep. Like I said, you'll take that all night long.
Some way, this Cambridge defense got to find a way to shut them down, but it hasn't been easy out here tonight against a very quick, good ball club from Farrell. Townsend in motion this time from right to left. Hand the ball up the middle. That ball is breaking 30,
Look at
40,
this guy.
Midfield. He's off
gone.
to the races. Here goes Lewis.
He's gone.
20, 15, 10, 5. It is a touchdown. Farrell right back to counter after the touchdown by Cambridge Springs. Right back come the Farrell Steelers to post another 6.
Chuck, we're in the press box sitting up here. You can see the huge hole as it formed. He just cut right through it, turned on the Jets, never looked back. Tack on 6 more for Farrell.
78-yard run, Big Gare.
Huge.
And now they're up almost to 400 yards in this first half.
39-7 your score as we get ready for the point after.
To do that will be Brian Hilton Jr. Doing the holding will be Elijah Harper. Goal post to the right. Ball is set down, and this he blasted through the uprights. Well, it's now a 40-7 Farrell lead. Right here on Cool Armstrong, 940 and 1470. More coverage of high school football playoffs right after we take this 30-second timeout. Chuck Stopp, Big Gare, Gary Patten, along with Stephen G. Fulmar, ready for the Steeler kickoff, and we'll kick it off right now to Stephen G. Fulmar.
All right, guys, 2 things I think that are self-evident right now. Number 1, poor tackling by this Cambridge Springs squad. Number 2, what's very impressive for this Farrell team is the downfield blocking. If you see, once guys are able to get to the outside, the Farrell receivers are doing a great job blocking down the field, and Cambridge Springs is making first contact 15 yards upfield.
Okay, we just had the kickoff and brought by Taylor, cuts to the near side of the field at the 15 and gets clobbered. 1st and 10. Let's take a look at some of these stats. I have Lewis, 4 carries, 112 yards, a touchdown. Tyrone Green, 5 carries, 42 yards. He has a touchdown. Isaiah Clark, 5 carries, 113 yards. He has 2 touchdowns. 17 carries, 300 yards, and a total of 4 touchdowns, averaging 17.4 yards per play, Gary, on the ground.
Oh, I tell you. So here come the Blue Devils.
Back at it again. Trailing now, 40-7. They had a little confidence after they scored. Took them about 7-8 minutes to do that, but they did score.
Got a flag down.
2 plays later is another touchdown for Farrell. Ball just over the 15-yard line, and we got a penalty against Farrell, don't we?
Yeah, who knows?
So after the penalty, here's the quarterback in trouble. He runs into a wall, and he picks up maybe a yard or 2. That is all. Wow, he get nailed there.
Well, he had Hilton again, the 57, the tough guy. I tell you what, that guy doing a great job. 6'4", 255. You got also, who's that, 52 in there? 55. They are fired up. Harrison.
We're going to get a timeout on the field. Time in for this message. Your score with 3:31 to go in half. Farrell 40, Blue Devils 7. We'll take a 60-second timeout. 2nd down and 18 to go for Cambridge Springs, but a lot more to go on the scoreboard, trailing 40-7. 3.5 to go, quarter number 2. Out of the shotgun for Reisenauer. Waits for the snap, gets it. Up right into the gut, and then no place to go once again, but more flags on the field as Schultz had it one more time, but they'll iron this one out.
Yeah, we got either holding or another one of these chop blocks.
Let's see what waiting for the official to give the call. And what do we have there, Stephen G?
Again, guys, it's that illegal chop. It's that guy coming down the line, the offensive lineman, or the offensive receiver chopping on the defensive lineman. Something we don't see a lot of during the season, but with 2 extra men on the crew, we're going to continue to see it here in the playoffs.
So they'll mark it off.
Well, halfway, the ball was on the 18. That puts it back to about the 9. Wow.
Things don't go right. They don't go right, really.
Back to pass.
Looking, throws it up. Could be picked, and it's picked off by Townsend. 30, 20, cuts to the inside. 10, cutting to the outside. 5, he's going to go to the end zone. Inside, no, he didn't make it inside the pylon.
They're saying touchdown.
Did he? Wow, I didn't think he made it in there.
It didn't look like it, but the indication is a touchdown.
What do you have there, Stephen G?
Just, again, some more of that desperation that we talked about by Cambridge Springs. Forced that ball that he didn't need to. I'm just going to point out Farrell's got him outmatched right now. But how about Noah Reisenauer running all the way across the field to try to get him out of bounds? He is down the other sidelines now, limping pretty significantly. So it'd be interesting to see if his heart can carry him through the second half of this game.
46-7. Timeout has been taken by Farrell Steelers.
We'll take a timeout right here on Cool and Armstrong and be right back in 30. Down to the sideline, Stephen G. Fulmar.
Well, guys, you hear the Farrell fans here. A pretty good turnout for both squads here. But one thing I got to say is usually with the calls and everything, you hear the other team's sidelines groan. I think they're all shocked. I don't hear anything from the Cambridge Springs sidelines. And I think after the way the first game went, I think they're just in shock right now, guys.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's quite a difference than the first time they met, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Here we are winding down the first half. It is 46-7. All Farrell.
As they go for the PAT, goalpost to the right. Looks like they're going to go for the extra 2-point conversion. And finally, we're going to get the play off. Quarterback Clark behind center. Townsend in motion, right to left. Hand the ball straight into the middle, into the end zone. Did he make it in?
I don't know if he...
No, it did not make it in. So timeout on the field with a score. It is Farrell 46, Cambridge Springs 7. Let's head it down to the field and Stephen G.
All right, guys, like I said, I don't know what you saw in the first game. Of course, I was not there. But just... if I didn't know what the result of that first game was, just looking at these teams, I would have favored Farrell by 20 coming out. Farrell, they're bigger, particularly the offensive defensive lines, much bigger, much faster as well. I think Cambridge Springs has gotten by so much this year with just heart. They've played a lot bigger teams a lot this year, and I think it's just catching up with them now.
And hold everything. There's the whistle. And this is the kickoff. On the ground once again, tough to handle. And they'll just let the ball out of bounds. She rolls. And that, of course, will bring flags on the field. And the ball will go to the 35-yard line. Getting breezy on the outside. Stephen G. Fulmar said there was some light rain coming, but that seems to have dissipated.
Well, he called for snow. I don't see any.
No, not yet, Big Bear. That's a little later on. Maybe after we get back home and tucked in overnight to get the snow.
Well, as long as it stays down there.
You got it. So there it goes to the 35-yard line. First and 10 for the Blue Devils. We have 3:03 to go in this first half. But it's been all Farrell Steelers. 391 yards of offense.
Wow.
Blue Devils back at it again. Boy, Townsend's been a big part of this, Gary. Couple INTs tonight.
Yeah, 4 turnovers don't help.
Nope. That last one was...
That was costly.
Touchdown time.
They all been costly.
Reisenauer, hash mark left, low snap, gets it. Goes off that time to Babb, and Babb to the 35-yard line. Stopped hard right there.
Might have got back to the original line of scrimmage. Ball placed at the 35.
So there'll be no gain on that one.
Once again, playback time on Armstrong will be Tuesday, 8 o'clock.
Thank those folks for coming along tonight. Jeff Corey, of course, on the camera tonight.
Thursday, 3:30 in the afternoon.
And second down and 10 at the 35-yard line of the Devils. Low snap once again faked. Kept it himself. Right tackle Reisenauer may make it out to the 36.
3 Steelers right there to annihilate them. Look at that.
I don't believe it.
They have got to be getting beat up. There's no doubt about it.
So it's good for 1. Maybe 2 yards. They spotted at the 37, I guess. So that'll be a
couple pity yards there. Less than 2 minutes left.
I just don't believe it.
And they'll break the huddle.
Harrison comes out for Farrell. 3rd down and about 8.
Back to the shotgun, back to pass. Rush is coming, he better get rid of it. Tries to get away from it, he can. He's down back at the 27-yard line.
Boy, no protection whatsoever.
The rush was on and down, he goes. Oh, back up a sack for the Farrell Steelers here tonight.
4th and 11. They lost 3 on that sack. Clock continues to run at 1:10.
At this point, not much you can do.
Cambridge brings back the punt.
4th and 11, and they will punt it away. And Farrell will get their hands on the ball one more time here in this first half, leading it 36-7. With the winner going into the state tournament in a week. Ball is booted out of there.
Just barely got it away.
Back goes Lewis to grab it at about his 27, giving up some ground back to the 25.
Down.
Flag down. He'll come across to 30 and out of bounds around the 35-yard line, but he had a clip here.
There's 2 flags now. I'm not sure if this flag was.
So we'll see what they call here.
Jordan Townsend as he comes spring Lewis.
Stops the clock at 35 seconds. Let's wait on the call here.
First half that has been all Farrell Steelers from the get-go out here tonight.
Yes, it has.
First 3 times Cambridge Springs had the ball. Threw it away, fumbled away. Personal foul called against Farrell.
That'll cost them 15.
15 big yards there. So that backs them right up.
See where the ball will be placed.
Mark it off. Keep going there. Inside the 15. Down to about the 13, 14-yard line.
14 right now. Is that where they stopped?
I don't know.
Personal foul.
Farrell with
35 seconds to go.
on their first 6.
A lot of confusion
Man
going
in
on
motion,
here.
Townsend. And ball left side, trying to get outside, trying to cut the corner, but can't do it. And stop with 30 seconds to go. Right there around, what did he do? Did he lose anything? No. Very little on that first down play. Second down coming up, but they're not even going to run it. That's going to be the end of the first half. Well, Big Gear and Stephen G, it has certainly been all Farrell Steelers with close to 400 yards in the first half and posting 46 points. The defense shut the Blue Devils to 7. We'll come back. We'll talk it all over, take a look at the stats, get some reports from the sideline with Stephen G, and we'll be back right after this timeout.
Chuck, Farrell tees it up. We're just about underway.
And we are. Second half underway, picked up, dropped, and down the 34-yard line for the Cambridge Springs Blue Devils goes Jaden Grubbs.
So the Blue Devils will get the ball here as we start the second half of action on a rolling clock. Mercy rule in effect here.
Ball on the Cambridge 35-yard line, and half number 2 is underway. As they come to the line of scrimmage, both Boylans, once again, your whiteouts, with Taylor in the slot to the right, out of the shotgun. Schultz along with Babb in the backfield, in the quarterback, go to Schultz, breaks through the opening to the 40.
First
midfield,
down.
Head down to the midfield, still going and clear down to the 45-yard line of the Farrell Steelers. So opened right up, and Schultz a big run right off of the bat. So they'll have the ball at the Farrell 45-yard line. And they will have a good pickup of 20 yards right there. And it will be the Mercy rule. 37-point lead here as we start the second half. In comes Finley. Wide out to the right for the Blue Devils here. Zach Boylan split left. And that ball off here goes Babb left tackle, maybe to the 43-yard line. And he'll be stopped right there as we start the second half. 46-7 lead by the Farrell Steelers. Started off this ball game with a bang and a lot of turnovers by Cambridge Springs, and they were on a roll. Gain of 2, second down and 8. Blue Devils moving right to left, half number 2. Pair of wideouts to the left, one to the right in the shotgun. For Noah Reisenauer, back to pass. He's going to need some blocking, trying to turn around the corner, 35, 45, and he's down around the 40-yard line. He'll be stopped right there. Not much running room there for the quarterback. Noah Reisenauer's had an outstanding season, rushing the football and also passing the spot ball back to the 41-yard line of Farrell. The gain is only 2. Third down and 6. Under 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Close to 400 yards of total offense for Farrell in that first half. Zach Boylan split left. Taylor goes in the slot. Garrett Boylan wide right. They're showing a little blitz of the Steelers. And the handoff. The diving and having the ball maybe to the 40-yard line is back. Boy, they push him back.
They
strong.
nailed him right at the line. Carter Babbs showing his frustration.
So it'll be 4th and about 6. No place to go that time.
No gain. A slew of Steeler players there once again.
Ball at the 41-yard line.
Looks like we got some new jerseys in here for the Steelers.
Yeah, number 50 is rushing into the ball game now for them. Kevin Norris, senior, 5'10", 205 pounds. So down 46-7. Blue Devils will go for it on 4th and 6.
What do you got to lose?
Farrell, 41, stepping up, 45, 40, still on his feet, and he does get the first down. Noah Reisenauer down to the 31-yard line. He picks up about 10 yards on the rush that time. Noah Reisenauer. He'll put that ball right at the 31-yard line of Farrell. That is a 10-yard gain. 46-7, 8.5 to go. Running clock here in the second half. As the Blue Devils. Season's about to come to an end. It's been a good one. 7-3 coming in for Farrell. 8-2. Out of the shotgun for Reisenauer one more time. And he'll fake it, and kind of this time is going to go to Babb, spinning and turning, and he picks up down to about the 25-yard line, or he'll be stopped right about there on the rush. So that'll be a pickup of 6 yards, and it'll be second down and about, they're going to say only 5, second down and 5. Spot the ball back up over the 25-yard line. Taylor split left, tight end right, pair of wingmen out of the take it. Then he did finally get that ball off, and it's Schultz down to the 25-yard line, short of a first down. Third down coming up for the Blue Devils, trailing 46-7.
And that's Vince Purdy.
Right at the Farrell 25-yard line. Third and about 4. Reisenauer kept it himself. Left tackle breaks to the 20, dives the 15. First down for Cambridge Springs. Powering his way right through that line. So the Reisenhower
keeps the drive alive. Nice
has the
running.
ball at the 15-yard line. Good for another 10. First and 10 for the Blue Devils. 6.5 to go, third quarter. Finley split to the right. Taylor in the slot right. Zach Boylan wide left. Two backs back there with the quarterback in the shotgun. Hand that ball to Schultz. Cuts back up against the grain. 15, 10, 5.
Still going,
breaking
still going.
to the end zone. Does he make it in? To the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Nice run by Schultz.
Second and third effort, Chuck. .6:04 on the clock. They managed to get another touchdown, 46-13.
Good for 15 yards. But the clock will continue to run here in the second half. Once it starts running, doesn't stop, other than for a timeout or an injury. So they go for the PAT.
Yep, Wheeler to kick again. Last time he hit it.
Goal post to the left. Good snap. Ball set down. Puts his foot through it, and it is good. Timeout on the field. 6:04 to go, and it's 46-13. Let's check in with Stephen G. Fulmar.
Well, Chuck, I'm actually outside the booth. It's nothing like live radio, right?
Yeah.
Again, Cambridge Springs coming back, showing some heart, showing some life. But, guys, that took half the third quarter on that drive. They've got to get some sense of urgency. And even though they've got back within the 35 points, the mercy rule is still in effect.
That's correct. Sideline reporting presented by the Richard Pitts Agency. When you think insurance, it is the Richard Pitts Agency who will be with us on Saturday. Don't forget, for the 5A championship, Grove City and the Bulldogs of Meadville right here on Cool 101.7.
Plus you got Allegheny football on Saturday.
Yep, they'll wrap up the season in Oberlin. We'll cover that one, then we'll travel down here to Greenville and get ready for the Dogs and the Eagles.
So how about two big wins on Saturday?
I'd
Sound
love
good?
to see that.
All right. So, Blue Devils getting ready to kick off. As Stephen G. Fulmar said, halfway through the third quarter already, and what will be a running clock here. .46-14 if you're just tuning in. All Farrell Steelers. Phenomenal first half.
Sure, they're damaged in the very first quarter. Grabbed up front on a line drive.
26, boy,
Yep.
like a bullet right at him. He caught it and fell right on it.
Right straight into his gut. And 26, that is Thomas.
Atwood. Thomas, I'm sorry. 25, I'm looking at.
Ball's at midfield.
Boy, talk about good field position, right?
Yes, there with 6:03 to go in the third quarter.
So in the quarterback, who do we got? Let's see, any new ones here? The clock starts back up.
And Clark, the quarterback, will go back into the shotgun.
Looks like the wind's kicking up.
Well, it is. We did have a little rain there in that first half, but it went away. Here we go, breaking off of some tackles, and the ball is going to be taken by Lewis. Then Lewis picks up a good 5 yards, right straight up the gut, Gary.
Yep, ball placed at the 45, 2nd and 5. Once again, good blocking on that offensive line for the Farrell Steelers on a running clock. Third quarter action here on Cool 101.7 FM.
And there's no urgency for them as they huddle at midfield as we move to 5:30 mark of this third quarter. So it is a I formation. Once again, a quarterback will go under center. Clark's done a good job tonight. He's done some running, but his passing has also been pretty crisp out here tonight. Backhand that ball off to the tailback, trying to get to the outside. Here goes Lewis. Right tackle down to about the 41-yard line. Tackled right there by the Blue Devils. Reisenhower was one of the tacklers in there for
Schultz also. Chase Junior, he'll be back next year, 33. Yep. Phenomenal player right there. Third down and about 1.
Ball at the 41-yard line. Up about 4. 3rd and 1. 4:40. Clock runs down here in this third quarter. Nice crowd have been in here tonight for Cambridge Springs across the week here. They had most of the fans pretty full.
Absolutely.
Well, the fans are in here.
Always good support from Cambridge Springs.
Yeah, absolutely. Rollins checks in, goes wide left, slot man to the left for the Steelers. And once again in the I formation behind the quarterback, Clark. Gets the snap, keeps it himself, lunges forward, he got a first down. That little second effort pounds the ball down to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, followed his block and kind of leaned forward. You're right, Chuck. Momentum carried him over to what, 38, 30, 39. They take it back and spot it to 39. Enough for a first down.
Picks up 2. And we're at the 4-minute mark of the third quarter. As the time rolls into just about 8:45 here. And with that running clock, well, it won't be much after 9 o'clock. This will be over, Big Air.
Yeah, it'll go by quick, and it is going by already.
Quick third quarter. Once again, I formation. Up front, it is Green, but they're going to go to the tailback. Lewis once again, shifting and left and right, flag down right into the line.
75, Kingsley down there on the tackle, led the way.
And we're
wait and see what do we got. Face mask.
Against Cambridge Springs. Yeah. So
will be 5 or 15. Last thing they need.
Yeah.
Stops the clock at 3:29. It is a 5-yard penalty.
Incidental face mask. And the ball set down to the 32-yard line.
And a first. It's just, that can't be right. 2nd and 3, that's better.
Clark stands up, looks at the sidelines to his coach. Now he's just waiting for the official to put his hand in the air, and then he'll snap the ball. He will do that new back in there. That's 32. Breaks off a tackle up the middle, 25-yard line, and stopped right there. Brought a new back in that time. Number 32.
Got that first down. Another set of downs. Stops the clock at 2:51.
Josh Nix in there on the carry.
Chain gang got to move and reset downfield. Clock starts back up. 2:40.
Ball spotted at the 26-yard line. Split off wide to the left. The defending champs are the Farrell Steelers. Won the last 2. They're looking for a three-peat, and looks like that's going to be had here tonight, having knocked off Sharpsville in last year at West Middlesex. Tailback's got it again. Lewis cuts to the outside 20. Look at this speed. He's 15, 10-5 to the pylon. It is a touchdown.
No flags down. Tack on. 6 more for Farrell. 52-14.
Talking about putting on the afterburners. Big air, Stephen G. So it is a touchdown.
2:14 on the clock, 52-14. Farrell Steelers as we get ready for the point after. They setting up.
Goal post to the
timeout has been taken by Farrell. They're taking a timeout.
We'll take a timeout on Cool Armstrong, 14:70 and 9:40, and be back in 30 seconds. Let's go back down to the sideline. Stephen G. Fulmar, brought to you by the Richard Pitts Agency.
All right, the weather down here, fellas, has taken a turn for the worse, much like this game has for Cambridge Springs. I think they're just outmatched now. This team, they're not giving up. Cambridge Springs not giving up by any stretch. But you could see they're starting to get worn down by this faster, bigger offensive, defensive lines here from Farrell, guys.
Well, I'll tell you, the speed of Lewis, he got to that sideline, he was gone. Bad snap off of the fingertips of the holder, picked up, brought back up to the field, 10-5 and down, as that ball was picked up, I think, by the holder, Brian Hilton, and he gets stopped around the 5-yard line. So let's send him back down to Stephen G.
All right, guys, I had promised you an explanation real quick about the chop block. What it is a receiver cannot go in motion. You can chop block inside the tackle box from tackle to tackle, offensive linemen, running backs, things like that. But if you're a wide receiver and you come in motion, you cannot go low on a defensive lineman. Now, it's a little bit of self-preservation. If you're a 170-pound wide receiver, you're not all that anxious to take a 250-pound defensive lineman up high. So it's just natural that you go low. But we've seen this in every game, guys, with 7 officials now in the playoffs instead of the 5 they have during the season. There's a guy set just to watch that. And so many of these teams, Ray Collins from Meadville, the head coach, said the other day that he went to the locker room and his team said, "Coach, we've been doing this all year." Well, it's because there was no one to catch him, and now it's getting caught. And that's why you're seeing so many of those chop blocks. You can't come down and chop a lineman from outside the tackle box.
Okay, there you go, the explanation for the chop block there. 2:14 to go on this one. Hilton will kick it away.
2:14 on the clock, tees it up.
And he kicks her away. Will kick up front, bobbled loose, scramble is on. It looks like Cambridge got it back.
Got a flag down, Chuck, so hold everything.
Well, let's see if Farrell may have been offsides. Let's check it out and see. And we'll move them back.
Finley couldn't quite hold on to it, but Bolin was there to fall on it. But we're going to re-kick anyways. Farrell being marched back 5. We'll
offside, so
try it again here. 2:11.
Season high and career high before tonight.
wind blowing really strong out there. Old Glory straight out.
It's even chilly up here in the press box.
Wind door open someplace. That's closed here. I don't know where it's all the windows are open. That's why the windows open.
It'll be snowing in here before you know. Here we go. Let's try it again. Ball placed at the 35. The kick.
Way she goes this time. Hits it in the air. Taken at the 19 across the 20. Near side of the field. Taylor 30. 30 breaks a tackle. 35, 40, still going to the 45. He's down up at the 48-yard line. Great return by Jared Taylor of the Cambridge Springs Blue Devils. They'll take over at their own 47-yard line.
Boy, a little razzle-dazzle there. Kept going and moving, and
1:59 remains in the third quarter.
Managed to get a good return. Ball placed at the
52-14. Farrell. Zach Boylan, you're split out to the near side of the field. Far side of the field, your whiteout is Trishan Finley. Slot man is Taylor. In the shotgun, quarterback keeper. Got an opening midfield, 45 of Farrell, 40. Down the sideline, 35-30, and he'll step out of bounds gingerly around the 25-yard line. Quarterback Reisenauer.
Picks up a first down and a whole lot of real estate on top of that. Ball being placed at the 25. First and 10, Blue Devils. Clock running. 1:20 remaining here in the third quarter of action.
He runs 28 yards, and it's first and 10, Blue Devils, trailing 52-14. As they huddle back at their 30-yard line.
Whole new set of players in there for Farrell. Probably the JV team.
Number 13 just ticked in for them now. And that is Bryce Barker. Here goes Reisenauer again, trying to get to the first down pile. I think he's got it. He steps out of bounds right about at the 15-yard line. That's close to a first down. Let's see if they give it to him. And they do.
Blue Devils with 5 first downs.
Yes. So picks up those 10.
New set of downs. Chain gang's ready. 30 seconds and running.
As the Blue Devils break the huddle. And it'll probably be the final play of the third quarter unless we have a penalty on the field. Reisenauer Noah in that shotgun. backhands that ball off. Gray up the middle. Here goes Babb to the end zone for a touchdown. Good fake that time. Backfield to the Blue Devil Schultz. And then here comes Taylor Babb to score the TD. 25 yards out, or 15 yards out. So with 9.5 seconds to go on the period, and it is 58-20.
Alex Wheeler back in to kick the point after.
Well, they hadn't given a lot of those points away in that first period, Big Gary, with all those turnovers.
Yeah, 4 turnovers.
Yeah. That was their Achilles tendon tonight. All set right. Down, Wheeler boots it up and through. 58-20, that's your score. We'll take this 60-second timeout and be right back to Greenville on Cool. 9:40 Armstrong and 14:70. Ready for the Blue Devils to kick it off with a 58-21 score here with 9.5 seconds remaining, third quarter. And the kickoff, far side of the field, line drive right into one of the Farrell Steelers. He'll return to 45. Midfield, Cambridge Springs, 45, maybe 44-yard line, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Fourth quarter action is next from Greenville in this 1A championship game. The score, the Steelers 52 and the Blue Devils 21. We'll take this timeout. And we're ready to head into the fourth quarter with a 52-21 lead maintained by the Farrell Steelers. All theirs tonight. They started off big. 3 Cambridge Springs fumbles ended up turning into touchdowns, and also a pick for a pick 6. Off the left side, good running room, 23, and then he steps out of bounds, sweeping to the near side of the field. And number 23, that is Jaden Harrison.
Just a freshman. Doing some good footwork there. Nice run. Picked up, what, about 8?
Yep.
2nd and 2.
So the ball goes to the 37-yard line.
6 of 6 passing for 106 yards. Jordan Townsend with 4 catches, a couple touchdowns, and IMT for a touchdown.
11 remaining in the game.
Number 8 back there quarterbacking now for Farrell.
Another District 10 tight.
I formation for the quarterback. Long count. Waits for the official to put up his arm. There goes the arm up. Number 8 doing the quarterbacking now for the Steelers. Will carry the ball to the 25-yard line. Raymond Rayford Jr. quarterbacking. Sophomore, 5'8", 150 pounds. So that new quarterback in there, and smash that ball right straight ahead for some yardage.
Ball placed to 31. First down for Farrell.
As Raven goes to the sideline.
On once again what is a running clock here in the fourth quarter.
Pair of wideouts to the right, tight end left. Raver under center in the I formation. Back, hand that ball off to the tail. Back doing a little bit of stuttering at the 30, and maybe he gets down to the 29-yard line, where he is brought down there.
You got Ferris 52.
And that's number 23, once again on the rush, Harrison.
Kingsley also in there for Cambridge Springs on the tackle. They got a yard out of it. 2nd and 9. Ball placed at the 30. 9:45 and running. Fourth quarter.
Well, it's been one of those nights for the Blue Devils to start off rough for them, and they've never regrouped. Rollins, split right. Also going into the slot to the right, Bryce Butler. And your I formation. Raver quarterbacking here in this fourth quarter, and after the game has well out of reach for the Blue Devils. And they'll go to the tailback once again, 30-25, and tripped up. It was right there, Schultz that tripped him up and brought him down, or he may have got a big chunk of real estate.
Well, I think he'd have been gone if Schultz wouldn't have brought him down.
But he takes the ball clear down to the 19-yard line. Cambridge Springs.
That's the 24-yard line. So it's third and about, you got about third and about three. You got to get to the 21.
Pair of whiteouts to the right, one in here to the left as Raver brings him up. Taking his time once again to wait for the official to put the arm up. And then just about ready to put it up, but they ran the play anyway. And once again, he tried to change his direction, go back up against the grain, and brought down was once again 23. So
that's Taylor, sophomore for Cambridge Springs. So that brings up fourth down and about 3. No gain on that play. Ball still at the 24.
So it's just under 8 minutes remaining in the ball game. Whiteouts to the right goes Rollins and also Butler. High formation, run it hash mark to the left. Under center, Raver back, hands that ball off once again to the tailback, and he's going to take the ball maybe down to the 23-yard line, and right there.
Well, they held him. They're going to get the ball back. Good job by the Blue Devils defense, Chuck.
Well, they were able to stop the second and third string that time.
Yep. So 4th and 3, they shut them down and get the ball back. 7:31 on the clock. Ball right back to the 24-yard line. But 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils.
See what they can do with 7:31 to go.
Clock started back up.
Yep. Reisenauer continues to quarterback. So far in the ball game, he's thrown for 242 yards. Rushed for close to 100 tonight. As he comes up, run it hash mark to the right. Reisenauer will keep it, needs some blocking, cuts it back inside, now going to strict to the outside, 25-30, first down, he's over the 40, 45, and he is out of bounds around the 47-yard line. Another good rush by quarterback Noah Reisenauer, once again following those blockings. Stephen G. down on the sideline.
Yeah, guys, it's all about pride now. I don't think anybody really expects Cambridge Springs to come back at this point, but this is about pride. This is the last 7 minutes of a lot of these guys, the seniors' careers. It's about going out and enjoying what you do. You know, these football players have put in 4 years, many of them a lot more than 4 years. This is their chance to enjoy the last couple minutes of their high school careers. And you see Reisenauer, he's pretty much willing his team up and down the field now, showing how much heart that this team actually has.
Thank you, Stephen G. Sideline reporting brought to you by the Richard Pitts Agency. Here's some opening midfield, still
First
going.
down again.
Yep. And that once again is Schultz for Cambridge Springs, getting some nice running room.
I've got him for 7 first downs already. It's 6 in the whole first half.
Yeah.
You know, Noah's doing a great job after really getting, I mean, kind of beat up there in the first half. Boy, they really tackled him and rough-housed him, but he's coming back playing really tough. Stephen G's right, you know.
Ball at the 45-yard line.
Noah's a senior. This could be it for him, you know. But 1st and 10 Blue Devils, halfway through the 4th quarter.
Out of the shotgun for Noah. Back, hands the ball off and in a wall.
Oh, wow.
Not going any place that time was Bab.
What a train wreck.
He stopped right there.
Miscommunication in the backfield just cost him, what, about 4 yards?
Yeah.
Gave the Steelers plenty of time to get in there. 2nd down and what? Scoreboard says 13. I'd say it's closer to 14.
Ball at the Farrell 49-yard line.
Guys, and if you notice, there's a new quarterback in the game. It's Ty Turner. They gave Reisenauer a curtain call, allowed the fans to cheer him off. He is on the sidelines. He's in a lot of pain right now. He didn't want to come out, but Coach wanted him to get that moment from the Cambridge Springs sidelines.
He deserved it.
Yeah, he had a whale of a game again. Yeah, there's all kinds of movement and rushing, and we're going to get a...
There's a 65 jumped over there. Jacob Kingsley jumped off there. That'll cost him 5.
52-21. All Farrell tonight in this District 10 championship game with the winner going to the state tournament next week. So the Blue Devils will end up good season. They had that 6-game winning streak beginning the campaign, lost their last 3 of the regular season, and come back to knock off Union City to make it 7-3 coming into this one here. And meanwhile, the Steelers 8-2.
That actually went against the Steelers.
Cost them 5 yards.
Yeah.
Here's the keeper
Turner,
getting around the corner.
Turner
Coming
first
back
down.
inside, 35. Stopped right about at the 35-yard line of Farrell.
2nd and 9. Looks like he picked up about 10.
Yeah. So it will be a first down for the Blue Devils.
That's good to him to get some experience too, Chuck.
Right.
He's a junior. He could be
the main man come next year.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, in charge of these guys. So 1st and 10, Blue Devils. Ball placed at the 34-yard line. Clock getting to be a factor here.
52-21 at Farrell. Coming up on the 4-minute mark of the 4th quarter. It's been a running clock the entire second half. Wheeler hands that ball up. Once again, Schultz. Now he dives, has the ball inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line.
Picked up a couple of tough ones. 2nd and about 8 from where they spot the ball. 3:45 and running in this season for the Blue Devils.
Once again, a reminder, it will be the 5A District 10 Championship right here in Greenville Saturday night. We'll have it for you here on Cool between Meadville and Grove City.
And of course, our AM stations will be covering Stephen G. and Carl.
Yep, they'll have Greenville on
Hickory
tomorrow night. The Hickory High School, Grove City, and the Trojans. Bad
fumble. Flags down everywhere.
Yep. And we're going to get illegal procedure against the Devils.
Well, this time it's against them. That'll march them back 5.
5.
Yeah, 2nd and 8 becomes 2nd and 13.
At the 37-38-yard line. As the season winds down for Cambridge Springs. I want to thank Armstrong for being with us here tonight.
Always a pleasure having Jeff along.
Right.
Once again, the playback Tuesday 8, Thursday 3:30.
Finley split to the near side of the field.
Steelers
showing blitz. Yes,
yeah.
they are. And this is going to be a keeper by the quarterback. He's going to be wrapped up and brought down for a loss. Back up over the 40, maybe out to the 42-yard line. No place for Will to go that time. Down he went.
Daniels brings him down, number 11, sophomore.
Or Turner, rather.
That number 11's a big kid also, just being a sophomore. He's going to be one to watch here in the coming years. Big, long arms.
Well, the roster says 6'4", 220.
3rd down and 19.
That's pretty tall for a sophomore.
Yes. Turner brings him up. Runner hash mark to the left. Taylor slot left. Turner back. Hands that ball off. Here goes Schultz, 40. Still on his feet. He's down to the 35, still on his feet. And he gets most of that yardage back and back to the original line of scrimmage.
Nice run, tough guy right there.
2 minutes to go in the ball game.
Guys, I also want to point out how classy both these two teams are. Both teams helping each other up. They know this game's pretty much decided. Oftentimes you only see the worst of sportsmanship in these blowouts and everything, but both teams well coached. Good sportsmanship on both squads here this evening.
I tell you what, that's just class, though.
Absolutely.
That's just a sign of class.
Turner, fake handoff, and gives the second man through.
First
30,
down.
25, 20. Once again, it is Schultz. Clear down inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line and a first down.
Stops the clock at 1:17. Chain gang.
Ball at the 18-yard line of Farrell. That's a nice
Just
run.
hustling down
Schultz
that
is
sideline
16
like a
yards.
bolt of lightning. Clock starts back up. 1 minute left.
In the season for Cambridge Springs. Farrell will be moving on. Keeper this time, Turner. Round left in. Oh, did he have his feet taken from out under him at about the 16-yard line?
Who's at number 8?
42 seconds to go. That'd be Raymond Raver, who's been quarterback Steelers the last time, and we may be down to 30 seconds and counting here in tonight's ball game.
No team using their timeouts. Of course, Steelers have no reason to. And for the Blue Devils, maybe they'd want to try to get one more score on there, but maybe not.
Now break the huddle and
take your bumps and go home.
Right, big night for Lewis tonight. 7 carries, 147 yards for Lewis, 115 for Clark, their quarterback.
That might do it right here, Chuck.
This could be the final play of the ball game. Schultz breaking tackles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did he make it in? Touchdown! Blue Devils with final play of the game, probably.
0.2 of a second he scored.
Farrell ends up with 356 total yards rushing.
So the clock ran out, but I don't know if they'll go for the point after or not. I would think you'd have to, but maybe not. No,
that's going to be your ball game.
Yeah. So tack on 6 more.
Yep, for the Blue Devils to wrap this ball game up here. The final score of 52-27. Let's go to Stephen G. before we wrap it up on Armstrong. Stephen G.
Well, again, guys, I just want to point out the heart that this Cambridge Springs team, you guys have followed them all year long. You know, these are fighters, this Cambridge Spring team. I mean that in a good way, of course. Never gave up tonight. They were outmatched, both speed-wise and side-wise. You guys saw that first game. I would have never predicted a 21-13 game, seeing these two teams out here today. Farrell just seemed like the better team. They are your District 10 champions, but you can't say enough about Reisenauer and some of the guys here on this Cambridge Springs team. It was an honor to be out here on the sidelines with them. We're going to talk to Coach Grubbs as well as Reisenauer, and I hope to get a minute with the District 10 champion Farrell head coach, Coach Samuels, as well, guys.
Okay, sideline reporting brought to you by the Richard Pitts Agency. Well, it's all over. 3-peat for the Farrell Steelers, and we want to say good night from our viewers on Armstrong. One wire, infinite possibility, as the Cambridge Springs Blue Devils lose the District 10 title game 52-27 to the Farrell Steelers. Good night from Greenville.